Huh.
I'm gonna like the video anyway.
Oh, good. We need that. We require that.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'm gonna like it anyway.
Okay, there it goes. There it goes. So we're live right now, and I don't think there's going to be anybody in here. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what that was about, but there are a lot of issues. I'm going to update the. Let's see. Update the.
All right, it's loading. I see it's loading now.
Excelente. Hello, everybody. Welcome,
But we're not
welcome.
there yet.
There is somebody that's in the comment section right now.
Homicidal Hippo.
Yep, yeah. Homicidal Hippo is here, so welcome, Homicidal Hippo, Magic Man 2019. Hello. I have no idea what happened. For whatever reason, I put the live up, and then it didn't fully go through, so I had to cancel it and bring it back. So hello, welcome, everybody, to our live Sunday with Jason Swoboda.
Hi, I'm excited. I got pumpkins behind me.
Our great friend from... and he has pumpkins behind him. Our great friend from $7 a pop. And isn't there a drop tonight?
Yes, in about 13 minutes.
Oh my God! Are you
yes.
Are you the one behind it? You are the master.
I am. So if you see me at some point going like this, that's me dropping.
It's like watching somebody poop. That's awesome.
We got a big. Did you happen to see what's dropping tonight though? We have the Clown Dumbo.
What?
Yeah, a legit Clown Dumbo.
Oh my God! So what's the price tag on that bad boy?
A lot.
A lot.
You can't tell us. That's right.
Yeah. Well, no, it's around PPG, so I'm guessing it's upwards. It's over 5.
Snowden, can you tell us who sounds low? Is it all 3 of us or just Jason? Who sounds low?
That's okay. I can hear feedback right now.
If I sound low, maybe I just need some cheering up.
Whoa. Here, bring him down a touch.
No, he goes up.
No, if he might be too high. That could be the problem. And then it's like
No, I am not high. Thank you very much.
Yeah, don't spread those rumors.
No, I don't want to spread that rumor.
You don't want to do that.
He's high on life.
He needs to be taken down a notch. All right. Well, you're short.
Magic Man 2019. It is an older Funko Pop. The Clown Dumbo is an old Funko Pop, but is being released on $7 a pop. They drop grails all the time.
From 2013, only 48 made. You could never buy it. You could only get it. There was a get.
How did you get it?
You either had to win it in a claw machine that was at the Funko booth, or somebody gave it away. You could get it at Fun Days. They gave out some there, the clown one and the gold one. But they used to have a claw machine there at the booth, and while you were waiting in line, you could go play the claw machine and win prizes.
Interesting.
And then that was still back in the day when they also used to throw the Funko products at the crowds at the con, and I believe that was like the last year they did that at the booth. But Brian just used to throw things. They used to have what they call proto toss. So he would have prototypes out there, and he would just throw them out into the giant crowd of people. And but they had to stop that because there were too many people. So that fun ended.
Hold on, Heather's trying to do things.
Can you turn the volume up on the computer?
Turn the volume up on the computer?
Yeah, can you turn it up that way?
Okay, yeah, I can turn it up. Yeah, there we go. I
turned
it all the way.
I
turned it all the way up.
Sorry,
I don't
want
to blow out your speakers.
It's okay. I was thinking that, yeah.
There we go. So we should be loud and proud right now.
That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here tonight.
Really quick, no, there was no intro because we spent like 5 minutes trying to figure out what was going on. Something wasn't working with the computer and going live. So we did the whole intro thing and it didn't work. And there were like 3 people in the chat. And finally, we figured it out after we went live a second time, and we didn't feel like doing the music.
Homicidal Hippo goes, "Wow, that's loud." Of course it
really
is.
Loud?
Yeah, now we're blowing the speakers out. I know what's happening. Turn it up to 11. Morgan McLean says, "I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I'll bring it down a little bit. There we go. Let's keep it.
Is this good?
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it
loud. Yo.
Keep it real loud.
Hey, where'd the pumpkins go? Did you get home from the patch?
No, you know what? The squirrels were eating them, so I took them down.
Okay. Chris, please stop.
What? I mean, he said it, so now I have... Was it my buddies?
It was. We have baby squirrel. Usually when we'll put out our pumpkins, like when the kids carve them, we'll put them outside. Usually by the next afternoon, they have been chewed, like very much so. Like the squirrels are loving it.
Heather, would you like to see my nuts? All right, I'm done. Okay, so
You haven't packed up the squirrel yet, I see.
not yet. No, he's out. He's out and about. You guys can't see it, but Jason can. Most of our room is completely knocked out. I told Heather, or put away. I told Heather we're going to keep the background behind us as long as we can, so these pops will stay up. At least we have some sort of background for our videos and lives. That way you have something to look at if you don't want to look at my big dumb head. So,
Well, they could always look at me.
or you can look at Heather, and she's hot. And look how small she is today. She's turned into a miniature person. Isn't that great? Look at her. She's down in a small chair tonight. Isn't that great? She looks like a child.
It's much more comfortable down here.
Okay, so can I finally get to my point?
No.
My point is that
Can I say something?
tonight
Yes, go ahead.
we want to talk about something very important to all of us. If you remember, not too long ago, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman passed away. And the night that Chadwick Boseman passed away, our good pal Jacques Morgan reached out to us and asked, "Hey, would you guys help me, Heather and I, help me with a charity sort of event?" And we were completely by his side, and we wanted to do it. We wanted to do whatever we could to help him out, to include Jason here. He's helped out as well, and $7 a pop. We decided that we would do a charity raffle. And this is something that has been in the works for a little while now. And Jacques has really busted his butt to get everything together. And tonight, I'm unveiling the website that he has put together for this particular event. And let me tell you, a lot of you guys out there are just remarkable. You sent some really cool things. Folks who aren't from like a business like Jason, just regular people sending in collectibles that we can raffle and to make money for donation for cancer research. So I'm going to show you the website, and again, big thanks to all the little the businesses that helped us. $7 a pop. Popping Off Toys helped out as well. Heroes Hideout. So all of you guys are awesome. We really appreciate that. We reached out to those three companies, and they all turned around and said, absolutely, we're in. So that really made us feel good. So here it is. It's called Collectsncares. This is something that was drawn up by Jacques Morgan. If somebody would please, thank you. Heather posted into the chat section there. So if you want, go ahead and give that a shot. Check it out. You can look at it yourself if you'd like. But if you hit the raffle button, you can scroll down. Now at the top, it gives you a full outline of how you're going to enter the raffle.
Can I say it?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Heather.
Okay, so you take a look at all the raffle items that we have up for grabs, and you choose which one you really, really like. And if you like multiples, you can choose multiples. Where is how many for how much? Because I don't see that.
Let's see. Ticket. How does it work?
Details.
Okay, here we go.
Ticket prices will be $5 each, 6 for $20, or 20 for $50, and you can purchase them on PayPal. Can you go back to where we were?
Absolutely.
We'll have to add this in this section. Go up.
Okay.
So when you figure out what lot you're interested in,
let me show them an example. So if you come down here, you'll see lot 001. X-Men figures. Lot 002 is a hand-drawn picture by Thomas Gray, stud home from Thomas Gray Studios, a good friend of the Gastlecast.
And that will be customized, by the way. That's not the picture of Thanos. He will draw anything you want him to, which is amazing.
Beautiful. He does great work.
So all that you do is send however much money you want to collectsncares@gmail.com on PayPal, and you enter in the notes section, or you can give us a separate email how many tickets you put in and what lots you want your ticket to go into, and we'll enter you into the raffle. And we're going to be doing a live drawing on October 25th. Not sure of the time yet, but it will be October 25th, and anyone who isn't present will be contacted after the fact.
So the Gastlecast will be the ones running the raffles, and we will be selecting all of the winners live. is going to be fantastic. Jacques Morgan will probably be on with us, so he can kind of play along with us as we're doing that. But just to kind of go down what's here, and I'm not going to hit everything, but just some of the ones that really stand out to me.
Can we mention, like, actually say what the website is again?
Absolutely. So it's collectsncares.wix, W-I-X, site, site.com.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Yep, that's it. So lot 001 are X-Men the movie action figures. There's 12 complete action figures here. Heather and I showed it on a video. They're really remarkable. The X-Men films seem to be gaining a lot more popularity these days because they're on Disney Plus and people are going back and watching them, some for the very first time. Very, very good movies. They don't fall in the MCU, but there are some of the early comic book films that were really, really good, especially X2. What a great movie. Then we have some $7 a pop stuff here. We have
I know them.
Lot 003 is the Charlie Sheen pop from Major League. So that is a really, really neat Funko Pop there.
And by the way, that box is still sealed, so we have no idea, and Jacques has no idea what variant it is. So it's a 1 in 35 chase chance. There's a chance at a common, correct?
Yeah, for the Charlie Sheen, yes.
Yeah.
It's you. There's a chance at the regular one. There's a chance at the chase, and there's a chance at getting the additional Wild Thing glasses that were signed by him too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's all out there.
Then we have some Funko Pops signed by Greg Grumberg. These are Star Wars Funko Pops. I'm sure you guys remember that character. He's actually in real life good friends with J.J. Abrams. I think that's how he actually shows up in the film.
Yes. He's just like, he comes out from behind the camera and it's just like, hey, I'm Snap Wexley. I'm Snap Wexley now. Okay.
He seems like such an awesome guy. And then you also have some Pop Shield armors that are in there, 2 packs, which of course are the best pop protection you possibly can buy. If you can show me something better, I will pay you $100 bill, because there's nothing better than this. It has the magnetic seal on the top. It's fantastic. It's beautiful.
Someone is going to come in and they're going to construct something really ridiculous just so that they can get $100.
It's going to spend. They're going to have to spend more than $100 to figure that out.
Yeah,
but it has to be $100 bill. They don't want 520s.
Damn it! I did it to myself. I shot myself in the foot again. Just to scroll down, there's a lot of cool stuff here. You're seeing some of it, hopefully, as I'm scrolling down. Great Gazoo Glow in the Dark from Emerald City Comic Con. That's a great Funko Pop. Let's see what else. Destro is down here. Funko Pop.
Ooh.
There's a Masters of the Universe Super 7 figure that's down here. Robot He-Man. That's a cool one. Let's see. Bob's Big Boy. It's the 25th or 20th anniversary rather. Bob's Big Boy. And then, if you go up top, if you go up top, you actually have to go to. If you go up top, you actually have to hit Raffle Continued, because he couldn't fit everything on the same page. It just turned into like a really big cluster. So if you go over to Raffle Continued, you'll see even more stuff here. There's an F Cancer sign. These were made by Jake Carr. You guys know who Jake Carr is. He's the guy who makes up all of the Gastlecast merchandise that we've come up with so far, and he's going to be the one behind the toy. He's helping us with that. Then if you keep going down here, this is a really cool set, by the way. The Funko Wetmore Forest 6-pack. It's the Winter Series, and it's a flocked 3K piece. It's in a really big box, and they're all together in one box. I had never seen them before.
And that thing has shot up in value recently, too.
Has it?
They were... Yes, it has. It's like over $60 now.
No kidding.
Yeah. But it's slowly increasing, and we're gonna have a pop shield for it too soon.
Excellent, that's awesome.
In the next few months, we'll have a pop shield for that one. So
okay, so there's a question. Yes, you can just donate. So if you go to the donate button, it actually tells you exactly how to donate. We don't want you donating directly to us. We want you to donate to St. Jude's or to the American Cancer Society. But by throwing in your bids on, like the raffle, say you buy, I don't know, $50 worth of raffle tickets, you may win a prize along the way. So it might be better for you just to throw money in for the prizes. Every penny will go towards the to the Cancer Society donation. The only thing, and I've been talking to Jacques about this as well, the only thing is there might be some money that's kind of broken off of that to ship stuff, because shipping gets very, very expensive. So that's the only way money would be taken away from the donation, is for shipping and that kind of jazz. But however, so if we this is the sponsor list. He graciously put the Gastlecast on there. We just help as best we can. Mischief Toys, which is the company name for what we're gonna sell Ghastly through eventually. So Mischief Toys, $7 a pop, popping off toys here is Hideout. Third Eye Comics also threw something in. Third Eye Comics is a local comic book shop to us here in Maryland. JQ Customs, which I do want to show you something. If I have it, is it nearby?
I don't know.
I packed it up. So the other day, Jacques actually made me a Marvel zombie Thanos, and he had part of his arm missing. His face was all messed up. He had you could see his brain. It was like sort of revealed on the top. It's a really, really super custom. He made another one for this raffle. In fact, if you look on the raffle list, you'll probably see it on there somewhere. I probably could find it. It probably will take me a little while to dig around for it. But it's there it is. It's a really, really cool piece. The brain's there. He has some like green goop coming out of his mouth. His hand is removed, so there's like a little stump. It's a neat figure. He also threw in this Marvel Captain America. Marvel Captain Spider. So it's a Captain America Spider-Man kind of a mashup.
That's awesome.
That's a really cool one too. So a big thanks to all of the folks who jumped in. Thomas Gray Studholm, another person, awesome person, does great work, and that's just kind of a sample of what he's done. He did a group picture for us. Is that over there that we can show it, Heather? Because we just pulled all the pictures down. Are you able to pull? I want to show this group picture. If you happen to throw money in towards the Thomas Gray Studholm custom, whoa, don't fall down or take the table with you. Holy crap. If you throw your money in, he actually will do a custom based off of your own idea. So you can come up with any character, any favorite character that you have. His work is phenomenal. And I can't back this guy enough. We met him a long time ago, and he's grown almost as like a family member to us. We just love the guy so much. But he sent us this group picture that's hand drawn. Have you ever seen it, Jason? You saw it coming down here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just remarkable work. Here it is. Yeah, there it is. So let me see it with the camera. Okay, let me make it bigger here. Yeah, so this is the artwork. This is the artwork that he did. It's just amazing. You can actually see where he used some whiteout on here because it's drawn with pen and marker. So he whites out different parts on there, and he sent me a letter with this picture saying, "Hey, the whiteout's there because that's like something that comic book artists usually do." So it's really cool to have like a piece like this from him, out of like almost his own collection. He asked me which one I wanted, like which art piece I wanted. It was between that and the Medusa, and I told him surprise me. He sent me that one, and I'm really, really glad that he sent that one to me.
Nice.
Groot's awesome. So that's the big announcement for tonight. I think Jacques did a brilliant job. If you all could just give Jacques a hand in the comment section, I'd greatly appreciate that. He really spent a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this webpage, and taking all the photos of all the raffle items. I mean, he really went above and beyond here, and also to $7 a pop and all those guys here, Heroes Hideout. Just such an awesome thing that you guys are doing for this awesome charity. So Jacques, thank you so much, and thank you for including all of us. We really appreciate it. So that's
very cool.
Yes, that was awesome. And I thought tonight, we'll just jump right in to the Heroic Nonsense podcast, because
jump right in.
I know that Jason kind of told me some of the topics of the evening, and some of these topics are pretty awesome, and I think that you guys are going to want to be here and be involved in it. Again, Heroic Nonsense is a podcast, and I just want to apologize to Heather and Jason right now. I haven't posted the last 2 podcasts on Anchor, and I need to do it. And it sucks because we go live, we do all these things, and we put in all this work, and then I don't post it on there to get,
You
listens.
son of
I know. Damn it.
a bee.
You know,
Son of a bee.
Ever since I started doing Gastlecast videos every day, I just forget everything else in my life. Sometimes I even forget to poop. So, what are you going to do?
Well, you certainly don't forget about it during this.
That's true.
Yes.
So anyway, if you want to listen to past podcasts, go to anchor.fm. I'm going to start posting the other ones up this week, get them out every other day, and then eventually get this final episode in. So we hope you guys stick around and hang out with us while we talk about all things nerdy and fun and interesting and off the wall, because that's what this podcast is all about. And you guys are here to be involved. That's why we're doing it live. We didn't do it live before, but now we're doing them live so you can be a part of it. By the way, I just want to say something. There's a couple people in the chat right now that I just wanted to say a big thank you to. Tasha Ridner, hello. I love seeing Tasha in here. Carl Wilson. Carl, you're awesome. Carl helped us out getting the Mothman Funko Pop, and we made a video about that over the weekend and posted it. So big thanks to Carl. And Din Jaron in the comment section. This guy is absolutely amazing. And we talk about in the Gastlecast quite often about hunting together and helping each other and all that kind of jazz. And that's what this guy does. He doesn't want to be noticed for it. He doesn't want anybody to make a big deal out of it.
But here he is on a video live.
But I'm making a big deal out of it because I really do appreciate everything that he does. And I love seeing that somebody is carrying the We Hunt Together mentality and doing it right. So Din Jaron, thank you. He stood in a very long line at Plastic Empire over the weekend and got me the Abominable Toy Cactus Chomp and had it signed by both Connor and the girl who designed it, the concept artist. So big thanks to both of you guys. To Carl and Din Jaron. We really appreciate both you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay. When does the next Gastlecast pin drop? The Ghastly pin? I don't know. We're going to do holiday pins soon. So I think that's what we're going to wait for. I do have another pin up my sleeve. I have a
That's not a good place to keep it.
Which one?
I have a sparkly...
That one over there?
A sparkly green Ghastly, which is really, really cool. I like to call him... what did I call him? I called him Neon or something like that. I had some name for him before.
Probably something stupid.
Yeah, probably something stupid. Toxic Waste, I think, is what I came up. Toxic Waste Ghastly. But a really cool pin. I don't know if we're going to do that just yet. But I don't want to overwhelm everybody with a bunch of pins. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy.
You are that guy.
I know. I can't help it. Jason's over there. I can see him beeping and bopping over there. He seems very busy with the drop. Are you doing okay?
I'm fine. Everything's fine here.
Oh, my God. He's on fire.
No, everything was fine. It's just, we're some people like to ask questions, and I figured I'd take a second to do it, but I'll focus now.
No, that wasn't Carl. That was
Calvin.
No, it's Kekvin.
No, his name is Calvin.
It is.
It's
okay.
just misspelled there.
Oh, okay. That's funny though. Glow pins? No, unfortunately, we do not have any more Ghastly Glow.
Sorry.
They all sold out. Oh, okay, no, thank you very much for the
Thank
$5. You're awesome.
In the future, though, Calvin, we'll probably have some other types of glow, so just be on the lookout for that.
I really want a red glow. I've been begging Jay Carr for that for a while, so hopefully
he said
in the future
they
we'll see
can't
him.
do red.
I know, but we're gonna see if we can't get it done in the future. Maybe
Maybe
we'll see.
Maybe we can bribe somebody.
That's right. Maybe we can get it done. Jason, are you ready for Heroic Nonsense Podcast?
Let me check. Yes.
Lovely. Yes. Okay, here we go, guys. Heather, are you ready?
I sure am.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Heroic Nonsense. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Jason. And I'm here to say I like Fruity Pebbles in a major way.
I was about to say, are you going to bust into a song? And you sort of busted into like an old school rap.
Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, in addition to being a baller, I can spit fire. So look for my new album. I'm gonna do a cover of Cardi B's WAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took me a long time. I'm so old that I saw WAP everywhere. I didn't know if it was WAP or WAP. I didn't know what the word was, how you're supposed to say it.
But say, man, everyone's quoting John Madden. WAP.
WAP. But I was like, I said to Heather, I said, I don't know what this mean. What does it mean? I don't understand. She goes, think about it. Think about it. And I was like, I am thinking about it.
No, I didn't say think about it. I started singing it.
No, you said think about it at first. And finally, she had to tell me what it meant because I had no idea. I've never heard the song. Have you heard the song?
Yeah, it stands for weak ass pudding.
You know what? Heather steered me the wrong way because it sounded
she
way
did.
dirtier.
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with the song. I love it. I think it's a wonderful song. It's not something I can share with anybody, but yeah, I think it's great.
We do have a live audience here for our live podcast. So we have Your Boy Snowden says Jason and I are making a track together.
Wow, not cool. I thought I was special.
That is dope.
Well, I spit fire, so you can't cage a wild animal like me.
Oh my god.
So, but by the way, this is I like to announce that this podcast is LAP, live ass podcast.
Oh, I like that.
Click my vid said wet ass pops.
Yeah, we do. Bring them in the shower. It's your wet ass pops.
Zach Bonifer says, I like Fruity Pebbles and I cannot lie. Fruity Pebbles, by the way, for you guys out there wondering, that is my favorite cereal of all time. Fruity Pebbles.
That's good. I don't really care for fruity cereal, but I will drink them if they are in a glitter beer called Unicorn Farts, apparently. But...
Well, hold on. So what is your favorite cereal then, if you were to say? I think you've told us before, but what is it?
I go back and forth. I think Count Chocula, because I eat cereal so very like either that or something boring like Special K vanilla and almond. But yeah. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch actually I think could be number one.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a good one. But I just had some, and I don't know if it was because it was the giant like family sack of it, but it had less cinnamon. It was more toast and crunch than cinnamon. I felt as if they maybe they need to bring the chefs back.
Like gypping you.
Huh?
You're being gypped.
Yeah, either that or all the cinnamon just fell off because someone shook it. Someone picked up the box for it and went, yeah, son of a bitch, shake it.
Have you ever had a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shot before?
That's the Fireball and Rumchata.
Yes.
That sounds like a bunch of vomit to me.
It's fantastic. It's very good.
No, they're two liquors, Heather. They're not. It's not vomit. That's not. Yeah, that's not what you don't drink vomit. We're back to vomit. We ended the last one. Not that anyone else would know if they didn't catch it live, Chris. But yeah,
I love this one. We acquire property? ? Chris's house post would be hilarious. We got our house. #WAP. Or WAP.
Because we acquire property.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think we should come up with alternate names for that song.
We could literally spend all night doing that.
Yeah, I think there's our episode. We're done. We can skip over all the topics that I thought about, and that's it.
Whack ass people.
Yeah. It could just go on forever, but hey, she has like the #1 song in the world. Billboard created a new chart just so she could be #1 in it over that, and
really?
People are just like, I can't. Oh, the music is so filthy. So they're like clutching their like, oh, it's so dirty and filthy. How can the kids listen to this these days? Listen to the WAP. What's wrong with them? This is crazy.
It's trash.
It's trash. But you know what? Back in the day, we had hip hop songs such as "Put It in Your Mouth."
Yep.
And
what? Wait a minute. Who did that one? Put It in Your Mouth.
Akinya?
Yes.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I believe so.
It's really long.
And
I
then
can sing it to you later, but it's definitely not PG.
Is it hot if you sing it to me?
Even more less PG is "My Neck, My Back."
Oh, I sing that.
She was singing that the other day
on a regular basis.
No, she was singing it to Max. It was weird.
No,
I'm just kidding. She didn't do that.
That's awful.
Carl Wilson says warm apple pie. I've actually heard that one before. Ooh, yeah. Your boy Snowden. We appreciate pops.
Hey, you know what? Let's turn this to a positive message, folks. We applaud the Pope. WAP. That's what this stands for. Macaroni
applaud the
in a
Pope.
pot. We appreciate the Pope.
Oh, we applaud the Pope. I needed that today.
Yeah, but so you had those two songs. You had most of Little Kim's catalog. There was a lot of filthy songs.
Whatever
but even
happened to her, by the way? She turned into a mutant. Have you seen photos of her?
Yeah, and then apparently she's having another child, but she's like in her 50s. I don't even know how old she's got to be. I don't know. I don't know what happened to her.
Oh,
there
she looks
is.
like a melted piece of plastic.
She went through the Michael Jackson surgery, I believe.
That's terrible, dude. She was a very pretty girl, and she went ahead and did. Why do people do this to themselves? This is crazy.
Right, yeah. I know. That's why I won't get any plastic surgery done, because I'm, I know I'm perfect the way I am. So
you don't need anything else.
Why mess with this? Is what I'm saying. No, but and even going back into the 1930s, there was a segment of blues called the Dirty Blues. I think it was called the Dirty Blues, but there's this artist, and her name is Lucille Bogan. So if you have an opportunity, it's all on YouTube and on Amazon Prime Music. So it's easy to access this stuff. But look up Lucille Bogan and listen to the song Shave 'Em Dry. I think it's called Shave Me Dry, among others. But I mean, she was just this blues singer, and she absolutely filthy stuff. But it's a wonderful piece of history.
Interesting. So you're telling me this kind of now it wasn't mainstream, right?
No, it wasn't. There was no Billboard charts for Lucille Bogan, but she was a pioneer of her time, I suppose. But yeah, filthy stuff just used to exist, and it just used to be underground, and then everyone used to give a lot of crap to 2 Live Crew, but but is there much of a difference? I don't know. I don't know if there's much of a difference, but hey, whatever. It's all fun.
How cool was it to be a kid and listen to music that had curse words in it? I remember that being such a big deal to me.
Yeah, I remember hearing 2 Live Crew for the first time, and I was like, what? I had no idea what they were talking about, but I was like, wow.
Wow.
They use wow. I turned to Owen Wilson. They play wow, they're saying a lot of bad words. Wow.
Were your parents okay with this?
I don't know.
No, I mean, were they aware?
I mean, I used to watch, growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch Basic Instinct, but, I watched, frickin' every Schwarzenegger movie that came out, from Predator to, all of them. I would watch rated R movies. I remember, I had an argument with my mom because I wanted to rent the John Ritter movie Skin Deep with Blake Edwards, the Blake Edwards directed movie Skin Deep with John Ritter.
What was that about?
He was just, I don't even remember what it was about, but I just remember there was this one scene, the famous scene from Skin Deep was he had a glow-in-the-dark condom, and so he's getting ready to have sex, and he has a glow-in-the-dark condom, and the screen goes black, and you just see this. You just see this thing going around like this, and then some other guy comes in the room, and they're both wearing it, and you see them fighting.
That. Yes.
Yeah. And it was an absolutely hilarious scene. You don't see anything, but
like
I watch
lightsabers.
stuff So I don't know. I remember my mom didn't want to buy me the Ozzy Osbourne album. I don't know why, because he's just like, oh, that's and she wasn't even religious or anything, but she's like, no. I think she just didn't want to buy it for me. She's like, no, that's satanic.
What?
And it was I'm like, the what? He's singing No More Tears. What's going on here?
No more tears.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, where's Satan? Because I need to worship that right now.
By the way, that was the best Ozzy Osbourne impression you've ever heard, I'm sure, just now.
I thought I was talking to him for a moment.
Thank you. I told you, Heather.
Mama, I'm coming home.
My father used to tell me about when he was younger. He had an Alice Cooper poster that said Dead Babies on it. It was like the Dead Babies album, or I don't know much about Alice Cooper. But apparently my grandparents ended up finding it and made him rip it down off his wall. They were really, really angry about that.
Well, he had the song $1 Billion Babies. So I wonder if it was in reference to that.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
$1 Billion Babies. Yeah.
Yeah, my father
told
me.
It was an excellent Alice Cooper. See, Alice Cooper and Ozzy Osbourne have been on the show tonight.
You know, my parents were always okay with. Yeah, no, but both of them, they sounded perfect on the show.
They were
Um,
best thing we can do.
my family, or my parents rather, were always cool with me watching pretty much anything I wanted. I remember renting B movies from. There was a place called Errol's in Brooklyn Park, Maryland, and
EROLS.
EROLS. I
Mm-hmm.
remember renting these B movie like horror films, and they had the most amount of like sexual content of like all time. And I'm like 10 years old, and I don't know if my parents were like realizing what I was getting, but the movies were horrible. Even as a kid, I knew they were horrible, but they had boobies, so I was really excited about it.
And your parents are like, Chris, this is just absolute trash. Here, watch Caligula. This has Malcolm McDowell in it. And Ted Guccione, Bob Guccione put this together, so that's quality right there. enjoy Caligula, please. But yeah, do we have a good weekend? I guess is my first question I wanted to say to you guys.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, with us moving and all that stuff, we're moving, packing things away, and it's just a real big pain in the butt. Overall, yeah, it wasn't bad. Heather, how was your weekend?
It was okay.
It wasn't good. She had to be around me. It's never good.
Oh.
When she has to be around me. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I prefer weekdays when Chris is working.
Now that's real.
Ask me again tomorrow.
Is he just like, hey, Chris, don't you have to go into work today? Babe, it's Sunday. Yeah, I know. I just feel like that you have a project you forgot to finish or something.
If you could just leave, that would be great.
If you could just go just for a little bit. I finally took excuse me. I finally took everyone's advice and I started to watch Schitt's Creek again. And I am hooked now. So you were right. You have to get over that hump. Once you get over that hump, we got past episode 5 and I was like, okay, I can kind of see where this is picking up a little bit. And I enjoy the fact that each episode's 21 minutes.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's great. And
I have a love-hate relationship with that though, because if it were 5 episodes of like an hour long each, we'd have double the content.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's only 21 minutes each,
but that allows you. And the thing is that there aren't that many over, at least so far, and we're almost done season 2. But there's like small arcs in the season. Yeah. But generally, you could just pop right in. Same with The Office. You could pop in at any given point and just start enjoying it. And then you go back and catch up and everything. But I'm finally at a point where I'm just like, oh, these characters I can see why they're charming.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned this one time before you were watching it. And it's one of the very first shows I've ever watched where I love every single character equally. Like, I can't pick my favorite character. Like, the father on Modern Family was my favorite character. The rest of them, to me, were just okay. The Office, I always favorited Michael Scott. Like, that was my favorite character of that show. And I like Jim, too. This show, I cannot select who my favorite character is because I love them all just the same, and they're just so fantastic.
Yeah, it's everyone's charming, and Chris Elliott's on it, and all the humor is very Canadian. So I just enjoyed that. I enjoy every aspect of the show. Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
and I'm late to the damn party.
Well, thank God you finally showed up. I'm really happy for this.
Yeah. And in addition, I started watching another show on Netflix, which is I have to finish because it's driving me crazy. The American Barbecue Championship or whatever the heck it's called.
I saw that on there, yeah.
Jesus Christ, this fucking show. The very first episode, they're going to judge, and there's 8 competitors. And they're all standing in this room, and they present their food. There's 2 judges, but there's 4 people hosting it. So you have the 2 judges and then 2 other people who don't need to be there. They serve zero purpose, but they're just there eating, and they don't offer any opinion or anything. They're just like occasionally pop in and present like, oh, here's today's thing.
That's literally their only job on the show.
I don't know. And they serve no purpose, and they're not overly charming. So you have the 4 people that are judging it. The 8 competitors bring their food that they had to smoke and prepare based off the menu that they were given. There's no sort of rhyme or reason to what they're doing. Like the first one, they had to have pork butt, but then they have all these sides that just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay. And I watch Barbecue Pitmasters on whatever the hell that America network is, Discovery. I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's the one with Myron Nixon and all those other guys that do all the we're smoking meat and blah 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 blah. We go pour paprika all over this pork.
Paprika.
See that shoulder? You pull that bone out, it's gonna be nice and clean. You like that's all that I enjoy those shows because I learned something from them. But this one took that. They like whoever made it saw that and they were like, okay, we could probably do something like that. Make whatever you want and we'll eat it. But they bring their food out on one tray and sit it in front of the judges, and the judges are all like shoulder to shoulder with each other and like eating and like spilling crumbs on their shoulders.
Oh, dude.
They're all eating off the same plate and they're all like dipping their forks into the sides and stuff.
Oh,
and I'm like,
dude, no.
And I'm like, this was recorded last September. So this is old at this point. So this is pre-COVID, right? But they're just I'm like, why is everyone just, and they're standing and eating and judging. And I'm like, this is awful. Second episode, they're all sitting down at the table and judging privately and then picking who they liked. And then the third episode, they're back in that barn. Everyone's standing. All the competitors are standing, but the people judging it are sitting. But they still have everything on the one tray. And it's infuriating.
Oh,
it's absolutely infuriating.
Dude.
And then someone points out to me today, they're wearing the same clothes in every episode.
Oh, my God.
And I look at it and I'm just like, son of a bee. They are. They're wearing in every single episode, everybody there is wearing the same clothing. And
is that basically saying that it's all happening on the same day?
That's visually like everything I learned in my, I didn't go to the best film classes in the world, but you learn if you want to set a new scene, you change your clothes, right?
Yeah.
Even when they do like game shows, they're like, all right, everybody get around to another seat so it looks like we're in a new episode. And like The Price is Right, Drew Carey comes out in a new suit. They don't sit there and just everyone stay the same. No.
That's weird.
But yeah, and that's all I can think about now. And I'm just like, so they just went either had like multiple shirts or like they just washed them in between each show. Like what happens but apparently I'm guessing it's easier for editors at that point to pick and choose from like the cooking shots, but Jesus, get enough coverage. I know this isn't a low budget thing, but there's no film in the camera. It's a data card. For God's sakes, just keep shooting.
Yeah, that's weird. It kind of reminds me.
It's like me wearing the same clothing for every video I shoot for $7 a pop. Just
right.
Keep wearing the same clothing. Well, just in case I want to use old footage.
Well, it's like you're Bart Simpson or something. It's like you're a cartoon character who wears the same exact outfit all the time.
And it's bizarre. But damn it, get your own plate and separate. I mean, watch the first episode. Just skip to the end where they're eating, and it's like the last like 6-7 minutes, and you can see like the one guy's like taking a bite into a biscuit. And it's falling on his shoulder.
Dude,
and
that's so gross.
Like this, and it's over on like the lady's shoulder too.
Dude, that's so gross. So that I don't know what's worse. Let's gauge this, and hopefully we all agree. Eating all three of us, you, myself, and Heather, we're all eating off the same plate like you're discussing. Or you're eating on a plate. You have like all your barbecue sauce and all that stuff on your plate, and you put dessert. A piece of cake on top of it.
Yeah, I'm fine
with that.
See that? I've watched people do it, and honest to God, I think that's a sign of being like almost like a psycho. Like there has to be something wrong with you to do it.
If you put it, like if you clear the plate.
No. I'm talking about they're throwing on the sauces.
Shut up.
Okay.
Let me talk before you say anything.
Okay, go ahead.
If you clear off the plate and then put the cake on top of it, that's a problem. But like if you have your barbecue like all the way on one side and then like your dessert on the other, that's not a big issue, but I'd prefer you not, but I'm not fucking eating off of somebody else's plate.
I'm saying
that's disgusting.
You're putting your cake on top of where your food was. So you have your barbecue
that's
sauce, everything else.
disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. I've watched people do that.
I'm not doing either one of those things. I'm not sharing food
If you
with
had to
anybody.
choose
New
one,
plate.
though,
When would I be in a situation where I have to choose that?
somebody has a gun to your head, and they're
Nobody
saying
has
either
a gun to my
There's
head.
there's only 5 plates left in the entire world, and you don't know how to make anymore.
right,
These are the last 5 plates.
exactly.
Then I'm eating off the floor.
You'd
You eat it
rather
with
eat
your
off the
hand.
floor?
Absolutely, 100%.
So you can't make a decision of which one you would do. I would eat, if it were me, I would eat off the same plate as other people. I could not, I swear, I cannot eat where my cake was on top of like a barbecue sauce or something. I mean, it really
I mean, I don't
grosses
really
me
like
out.
cake that much anyway, so I guess I could just
Pie.
do that
What if it was
one.
pie? But look, God gave us 2 plates. They're right here. They're our hands. These are the best plates that we have, and yet we go and we manufacture new ones every day. But we're not making new hands.
Ugh.
So this is the business proposition. I'm glad you all came here today. Anyone listening, we're going to develop a business where we make new no.
Carl says barbecue cake.
Barbecue cake. Oh, they had to smoke desserts in one of these episodes, and somebody
Smoked
like totally
desserts.
messed it up. Yeah, so he took like these waffle cones. This one dude took waffle cones, threw in some marshmallows, and he thought he was grabbing milk chocolate, but he grabbed dark chocolate, and they were like pissed off. They were like, "What is this?" He's like, "I grabbed milk chocolate." He goes, "You want to come here and taste it?" And he tasted it. He's like, "Oh, it's dark chocolate." They're like, "Don't you ever give us something that you don't taste first?" And I'm like, "It's
Oh
just
my
dark
God.
chocolate. Chill the fuck out."
Isn't
Like,
dark
what
chocolate better for you?
I guess, but I'm guessing that the good people at this show don't care about the antioxidant benefits of dark chocolate over milk.
Don't give us
Um,
this trash.
Don't taste it. And the lady who's one of the pit hosts, the actual like people who know what they're talking about, I had seen her on the barbecue pitmaster show, the one that I was talking about on Discover. Can't remember the Roadside America Discover the barbecue pitmaster channel, whatever the hell it's called.
Are these people attractive, or are they just a plain mess?
They're just barbecue people. One of the ladies that's on the
Barbecue
show.
people.
Yeah, well, one of the ladies on the show, one of the competitors, she was from Rockville, Maryland. Her name is Georgia. She was wearing a blue shirt. I say that because she's the only one wearing a blue shirt all the episodes she's on.
So it's easier to point her out because she's wearing a blue shirt throughout the entire thing.
Yes.
Now,
And like and occasionally like the judges will go up and like interfere with whatever the pit bosses are doing. So like the woman Georgia was making a sausage, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do 50-50, which is 50% fat, 50% meat, and usually it's a 70-30, 70 meat, 30 fat ratio that goes into sausage making, and you roll it through twice to give it that texture that you're used to with sausage." But like she's just like, "Oh, I'm going 50-50," and they're like both looking at her like, okay, and they walk away. It's just like, that's gonna suck, like something like that. She's like, "No, it's not gonna be good," and they didn't like it immediately. They're like, "No, I know what you did. That texture was terrible. Don't ever give us that again." And it's like, damn.
she don't play.
Yeah, but I gotta finish this show because I gotta see if maybe at some point they just wear a new shirt.
Well, so how many episodes in are you on this?
I'm like 4 or 5 in now.
So I could see. So they're not eating a full meal. They're just eating like bites and things of the off the same plate.
Right, but they're like leaning over each other. There's one side. So someone makes a side of mac and cheese. All 4 of them are taking a fork and dipping it in that side, like over each other. And it's just, I don't know, man. Just scoop it out and put it on your own plate. It was giving me anxiety. I'm just like, I would hate if someone was eating that close to me, first of all. Like, I hate it. I don't even like when my own family does it. Like, if my kids are chewing over my shoulder, I'm just like,
Yeah.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
don't chew near me.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not nice.
Well, Max does this thing where he's eating and he makes these noises. He goes,
Ah!
and he goes,
He really does. It's
and it's
so
like,
weird.
and it's like I don't know what he's doing over there. Like what's he's going.
Every time he does it, I just want to tell him, like, can you please, stop?
Sometimes
Can
I
you
feel
shut
like
up?
Sometimes I feel like he's doing it on purpose.
I think he's messing with us. I think he really does it because he knows that it annoys us, and we can't say anything because
like
he's a little kid.
Yeah, it's cute when like an animal does it. Like I could listen to like possums or raccoons or otters just chew on crunchy things like but as soon as a human being does it, I turn into Ragnarok. I'm like, oh, it's not fun. I'm not having a good time with that. Let's put it that way.
We should. Would it be wrong to ASMR Max's eating?
No, that's really gross.
We might be able to make money off of it. People might be into
Ew,
that.
don't. No, seriously. People
No?
are like really weird with that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No,
Yeah.
if you're gonna sell anybody's ASMR,
I'm gonna go on
one.
YouTube and downvote this video right now. As a matter of-
I already
just for
did.
that suggestion.
He's making money off his kid doing weird things.
Why didn't I think of that, son of a? Here, buddy, come here. I want you to chew this right into this microphone. Why? Just do it.
You
Daddy, Daddy wants to buy a Lamborghini model.
I watched one video. It was a video. Yeah, it must have been a video, but it was a woman eating pickles, and it was ASMR, and it just about made me want to vomit.
It was the big
horrible.
ones, right?
It was horrible. Yeah, and
it was a big pickle.
And she was doing that. I'm like, oh man, it's horrible. It's just the worst. Just the worst.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it was really gross.
We found out what Jason doesn't
that.
like.
The most disturbing one was a young girl. She was like a young redhead or something, and she was probably maybe no more than 11 years old.
Yeah,
and
little kids do it.
Yeah, well, she was dressed up as like a cop, but like the outfit was really tight. Yeah, it was like really like someone was really trying to profit.
Now that's creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy. So I'm telling you, like, people are weird.
That is weird.
Like, people like that.
Can I dress up like a cop and do ASMR?
You could.
And eat
What about
donuts? Isn't that what cops eat?
You get all confused, but instead you just start singing KMFDM. Like, oh man, I messed up. This is a killer track. It's a killer cover. It's a killer cover of this. But it's one of their songs instead. And I also what else did I do this weekend? I posted a new Swoboda Sips video where I drink the beer, and I filmed a new one today too. Yeah, so I got one in the can and one out of the can. It's up and it's rolling. But I shared my last one. This one I drink Royal beers that were collaborated with Royal Farms, with 2 local breweries here.
Royal Farms.
Yeah, they threw their name. They did one with Heavy Seas called World Famous Pilsner, and you're supposed to pair it with chicken. And it came out like the middle of the summer, I want to say. And I paired it with some fried chicken, and it was yummy.
Heather is looking at me like something. Did something happen?
You stole my water.
Oh, I know. I was thirsty. I'm sorry. No, you had some water left. You want the rest?
No, I am no.
No. So it's interesting that you're saying that. Now, does it? I can't imagine that Royal Farms would do any. So does it go well with the chicken? Like, what's the? I don't understand the idea of this.
It's a regular Pilsner beer. Well, you'd have to watch the video in order to get a good glance into that.
Yeah, I need to watch it. You're right.
But no, it's a Pilsner beer, so it's like a regular beer, and it goes well with it. You could probably use any beer to go along with your fried chicken, just to complete the health circle that would entail. But then they had a coffee stout as well with Key Brewing. Which is they're out of Dundalk, Maryland.
Who? Key Brewing?
Key Brewing Company, and they're near the Key Bridge, hence the name.
Okay.
But they did it was called Cold Rolled Breakfast Stout, and it was made with their 100% Colombian coffee, and it's nice and bitter like a Royal Farms coffee would be, but it was pretty good. So I put that up, and I did not. My last one was the Unicorn Farts video, which was the glitter beer made with Fruity Pebbles. And I shared it on this Facebook group for Maryland beer drinkers. And I proceeded to get, I want to say, almost shit on for the video.
What? Why?
So they like there were a couple people, because I just said, oh, I posted it there. I said, somebody I read said there's not enough Maryland beers being featured like on the in the group or just in general. I said, so I made a video of some Maryland beers, and if you want to look at it, go ahead. Just thought you might be interested in it, and yeah, some people were, because it was Flying Dog and Dew Claw for those two. And they said, "Oh, why don't you next time you should pick real Maryland breweries, not those." So the Maryland breweries weren't like Maryland enough for the Maryland beer drinkers group because they were too mass produced in the state and other states.
Come on.
But they're both located in Maryland.
What is
One
happening?
is in Frederick. I don't know, but it's like this weird, like I've experienced, it's like almost gatekeeping, right? Like there's only one way to be a fan. Like, you saw that a lot with any time that they announce that they're changing something, like Captain Marvel. There was gatekeeping. Well, you can't be a fan of this because blah blah. You saw it a lot with Ghostbusters. Like there's only one way to appreciate Ghostbusters, and it's this way. You see it with toy collecting. There was a lot of toxic gatekeeping that was going on for a while there in Funko, where they're just like, that's the wrong way to collect. You got to collect this way. And if you don't, you're not a real collector.
Right.
You see it, and it's everywhere. And it apparently applies to beer as well. I thought it was the one bastion. People love beer. But apparently, the beer you love, you get judged upon.
That is
so
really,
I think
really bizarre.
It is, but you see it everywhere. And you've probably had to, like, ban people in the group for just, like, going out and just being a jerk. Like a mean jerk.
Yeah, you mean the Gastlecast group?
Yeah, or just anywhere, like if you've moderated something, it's just someone's just like, oh, that's not a real way to collect, or oh, you're keeping them that way, pfft, whatever.
We haven't had really anything like that happen in the group per se, but in the comment section on our videos lately, I would say over the last few months, depending on what video we drop, people will post something along the lines of, you guys, all you guys do is hate on Funko and talk bad about Funko. And so stop collecting Funko. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What we're doing is calling Funko out for stupid things that they're doing, things that we don't agree with. Sometimes when we make videos about how we're agreeing with them, we're not going to agree with every single solitary thing. So people take it like we're just hating on Funko all the time. And I always say pretty much the same thing, like watch all of our videos, because obviously you're missing the ones where we're talking positive about Funko Pops, right?
No, some people just look for stuff to like be mad about.
Yeah, some people just want to be jerks. And the same case with you and your beer video. I mean, there's the whole point that I've always made with our YouTube videos is this. We put out content that's absolutely free for people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they go and watch it and they don't like it, then they don't like it. And that's whatever, right? So they don't have to go on this tirade to explain why they don't like it. Although I'll welcome it. I don't give a shit. But as an example, your video about beer, who gives a fuck? Like, why do they have to say anything about it? Just watch the video. If you don't like it, then walk away. What's the saying? If you have nothing nice to say, then don't say it at all. So there you go.
Yeah, but and the first comment was like, oh, you should try doing some more local beers, instead of those. And I was just like, okay, well, that's helpful. You have any suggestions? Please let me know. I'd be glad to look at them. And then I was doing other stuff I was putting together that unboxing video. And then I checked it right before I went to bed at 1 a.m.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah, but there was all these new people who commented, and I was like, oh, look at all these people. And they're just and I'm going down the list, and they're just oh, because I had mentioned that they were tropical. And there's oh, what's tropical about those? It's made with fruity cereal. And I'm just well, I said it's orange and lemon. It's, so citrus. And I'm citrus is tropical. It's tropical. It's tropical. It's not just guava. Guava isn't the only thing that's tropical, man. So I'm getting into. So I just walked away. I'm just I'm not getting into semantics arguments.
Yeah, if you get into that, then you're just doing yourself a disservice. But
I got 60 views out of it.
Good.
I may just post the Royal Farms one next and just hey, get me to the countdown to 1,000 hours of viewing time.
So button 999 says being critical of your own collecting is more honest anyway. It's not collecting to have your lips planted on Freddy Funko's butt. That's being, what's that word?
I don't know.
SYCOPHANT.
Sycophant? Being a sycophant.
Oh, sycophant. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's being a sycophant. What?
Yeah,
I don't know
just
words.
like a sycophant is just someone who just repeats everything.
Gotcha. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Well, there you
gotcha.
go.
See, there you go.
You got me. Let's see. I wanted the Mr. T looking guy to go all the way in the show. I don't. Okay.
Oh yeah, there was this dude in the beginning, and he seemed like a massive bullshitter, and then like he was just like, yeah, my, and he was like, he looked like Mr. T, and he was like ripped as hell. This is in the barbecue show, but he was like, yeah, man, I got this. I know how to smoke my meat. I smoking a barbecue for all this time, and I cook, blah blah blah, and then like he like overcooks his beef, like his ribs. And he's just like, yeah, that's what I'm. And they're like, come here, taste this. He goes, is this the flavor that you were trying for? He eats. He goes, oh yeah, that's what I was going for. He's like, no, that's like dirt and soot. That's not good. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Right. He's
Trash.
like, oh, it's all right, man. I still keep going at it because I got to keep cooking. Yeah. So he just had that good attitude, but he was just like, whatever, man.
I don't understand why people are hating on your, liking the beer and your thoughts on the beer. I mean, that is coming directly from you. So if somebody would go out and get, say, that beer for the very first time, and they watch your video, then they say, oh, okay, interesting. I tasted this. This is my thoughts on it. So then they post a comment saying, well, this is how I think it tastes, right? And then you both can have a constructive conversation. But going on there and being like, this isn't, the beer's not from Maryland, you asshole. I mean, I just don't see, what's that about?
I don't know. It's just about liking the smallest brewery possible that puts out a half a barrel every year, and that's it. Well, it's this one place you have to have a password to go to, and it's pretty good. It's like a 17,000% alcohol by volume, and it's very good. So I'm gonna talk. I got the vocal fry.
I love that we have the same like sort of couple people that come onto our videos and say like really dumb shitty things. And I love reading their comments because it's so great. Oh, in fact, not too long ago, somebody posted what was that one comment you read it to me and I couldn't believe it. I thought she was making it up, but it was somebody that said, did somebody tell us to stop making videos? They're horrible or something like that.
Something like that.
It was something like that. And Heather was reading the comment off of the comment section. And I go, you got to be kidding me. Read that again. I go, you're making it up. She goes, no, I'm being serious. He said, never make a video again. All of your videos are horrible. I was like, damn, that's a hell of a comment. So I think we went back and we're like, hey, thanks for the view or some bullshit like that, right? I mean, that's the only way to fight people in the comment section. Not really fight them, but that's the only way to respond, because how else are you going to respond to something like that?
Yeah.
Like, how were you responding to people that were saying these things to you?
I just kind of glanced over it, and like anyone who was just like, offered something, I would like continue a conversation. It's just like, oh, I never had that before. I'm like, yeah, you could still find it here. Oh, if someone said, oh, that one it was the Tropical Truth. Oh, that's old. And I'm just like, yeah, well, it's new to me. So
right, that's the comments I'm talking about. It's fucking stupid. Like, what's wrong with these people?
Wait. I have a beer, in fact, right in my fridge. Hold on, I'm gonna bend down and get it. I'm bending over, guys.
Dean Blockley says everyone complains about everything, it seems, and can find negative on anything. That's absolutely true, and it goes the other way too. People can find the positive in things, and that's what I usually try to do.
So I have this beer here, and it's Dogfish Head's 20. It was for their 20th anniversary, which I believe was 5 years ago. But this beer, when it was brewed, is a 17% alcohol by volume.
Damn.
And I have had it for 5 years. I'm going to drink this on a future one.
Wow.
And I'll just be like, this is mad old.
It's probably like 100% now.
Yeah, it's something else. Oh, and you know what else I did today? I helped my friend Patrick brew a beer. So it's the first time I ever actually participated in the brewing of a beer. And we did a pumpkin beer that'll be ready by Halloween.
I saw Patrick and his son, I think, were both brewing beers there for a while. Are they still doing it together?
Well, his son's back at school, but
okay.
Not that anyone out there would know that, but now you do.
Yeah.
So.
No, but I saw Patrick and his son like brewing beer and stuff. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like they're doing it together. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, and I always thought like brewing beer was this thing that was just going to be too much, but I'm like, I could handle this. This is interesting. It's just it's like it's following a recipe and cooking. That's all it is.
Oh my God, this is great. James Midway, who I don't think he's commented a single time in this entire live. Okay, He might
Mm-hmm.
have one other time, but he popped out of nowhere to say, "Dude, you have a beer fridge there?" Question mark. Ha ha ha. Yes, he does.
Yeah, what a loser I am.
Carl Wilson says, "I'm a foo beer drink. I'm sorry, geez, I can't read. I'm a foo beer type of guy. What is? I guess he means he drinks the higher end kind of stuff.
Yeah, fancier stuff, not Bud Light. I'm guessing that's what that means.
Yeah, I don't really drink Bud Light. Like I will if I'm at a party and that's all that's there. Typically,
Bud Light's not foo.
Yeah, right. So I mean, what do you consider foo?
That thing I just showed you that was
Okay.
17%.
Now, is that an expensive beer?
It was for the 12-ounce bottle. I think it was 10 or $20.
Wow. Okay.
No, it was 10. It was $10, but it's 12 ounces. And when I bought 2 of them, and I didn't realize it was 17%. And I had poured it into a glass, and I took a sip, and I was just like, I'm like, okay, this is heavy duty. I poured it out into like several other little glasses. I'm like, here, guys, I want you all to split this for me because I can't drink this beer. And it was no turning back at that point.
That's good.
The same thing happened when we got a Dogfish 120-minute IPA, which is another very high octane. I think that one was close to like 15 or 16% at the time.
Wow.
But I got a small growler filled with that, and we split it, and I don't remember what happened the rest of the night.
That's
like it was
good.
that.
Jeez.
Yeah,
dude.
I guess I woke up and I was just like, how did I get in my bed? What? Huh? Call it up. What happened last night? Everyone's like, I don't know. What happened?
Nobody knew.
Going Ghost asks, I'm not much of a beer guy, but I want to try pumpkin beer. Which one would you recommend? And I think Jason is the right person to tell you.
Where does he live?
Going Ghost, whereabouts do you live? Is it Florida?
I think.
Florida, and down there's a brewery called Cigar City that has a pretty decent pumpkin beer. If you're looking to just try one, the Sam Adams is probably very easily accessible. If you're in Maryland, Greater Pumpkin by Heavy Seas by far.
Dude,
Yes.
you are the Mr. Skin of beers. Do you know that?
I-
just the way that you responded in Florida. Well, in Florida, you said it exactly like Mr. Skin says things on the Howard Stern show. It was incredible.
Yeah. Well, I just remember where you can get certain beers, and he should be able to get what's the really big one that always hits out every single year. I probably have it right here. I'm gonna go back to my beer fridge for
I'm
just
not
a
sure.
moment.
I was gonna say my favorite pumpkin beer was the one I was drinking last weekend that made me like sick. I don't know why. I think it was the alcohol content maybe got me, but it made me ill. But it's the one with the skull on the top.
There was one really good one that we found years ago.
That was the Pumpkin.
Yes.
Oh, the one I was thinking of, by the way, was I'm sorry, Greater Pumpkin. But the one I was thinking of was Pumpkin, and they're based out of New York, but they should be nationwide, so you might be able to find that one.
Michael Petrino, he said Pumpkin is amazing, and he's from New York.
Is that the one that we had? That one? There was one that we had one year, and yeah, I think it was Pumpkin. Does it have
badass logo with the pumpkin going
hold on, I'm Googling that.
You had that at your pumpkin beer party, didn't you, Jason?
This isn't it.
I did.
So we had one year, and it looked like the Headless Horseman, but it wasn't. But he had the pumpkin head.
Yeah, that one is Saranax, I believe.
It had sort of like a pumpkin spice taste to it, but it was very mild. But it was really, really good.
Saranac Pumpkin Ale. Another really good one that it might be nationwide also is Elysian. They're based out of Seattle, but it's called Punkachino, and it's like a pumpkin cappuccino beer, and it's pretty damn good.
That sounds amazing.
It's pretty damn good. I believe you had it at some point last year, Chris, but you probably just forgot.
Yeah, well, there were so many that it was hard for me to keep kind of a count of what I really, really like. Although you left a sheet, but I think I was 2 sheets to the wind, and I ended up leaving without it.
there was way too many sheets.
There were way
then.
too many sheets.
Yeah, I could pull the syllabus. Get an opportunity. But yeah, and I've been having fun with this channel, and just I'm drinking this stuff anyway, so I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll just record it. And I recorded. I sent you the picture of it, but Brock's put out candy corn.
Yes.
I know how much we all love candy corn.
Yes.
But it's turkey dinner candy corn.
So,
which is green beans, ginger glazed carrots, turkey and gravy, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and sweet potato pie.
So, what's your take on this candy?
Well, I'm gonna edit the video and you'll find out. But
okay.
It's you can find them only at Walgreens. That's where they're exclusively at. Yeah. And if you can find a bag, get with some friends and just do a blind sample, do a blind taste test, and see what it's like.
The channel that you're doing, you're talking about now the candy. Now, is the candy going to be involved in that same Jason Sips?
I figured why not?
Okay.
Go ahead and do it. But it's just me, Swaboba Fett. It's on the YouTube there.
That's awesome.
But yeah, the Thanksgiving candy corn, I'm glad I did it. But the glazed carrots are gonna haunt me for some time. Sometime, because it tasted like carrots. It tasted too much like carrots. So, like, you ever have something that tastes too much like something that it's not, and you're just like, this is the devil.
Yeah, I mean, I've eaten stuff like that before. I can't think of anything off the top of my head as far as candy goes, but I'm sure that I've had a candy that just like totally turned me off. There was something that we had here.
It was the one from Finland?
No, it was the one from Australia.
Oh, the
Vegemite?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was something. Yes, the Vegemite was incredible.
So Dean sent us a big package full of like Australian goodies.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried the Vegemite.
We owe him a box of Maryland stuff, by the way.
We do. It tasted like salty vitamins, like if you chew your vitamins up.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's horrible.
And
horrible.
We only use like a really thin layer of it. He said put it on toast. He sent me a picture of how he normally eats it, and he like lathers that shit on it. It was so gross.
That doesn't sound fun.
No, it's disgusting. But there was one, Chris's friend Matt lives in Finland, and over there they have this hard candy, and I forget what it's called, but it's a hard candy. It has a licorice flavor, but it's very salty.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's the thing. You're right.
It
You're
was
right.
so gross.
You're right. The one from Finland. It was horrible. Oh my God. Carl Wilson says clam flavored candy canes. Can you imagine? It's from
they have
Archie.
Ketchup. Last year I had pickle flavored candy canes. This year there's ketchup flavored.
He said Archie
Chris
McPhee has some interesting candies. Fried chicken flavor and then clam flavored candy canes. That's horrible. Ugh.
They have the Harry Potter Bertie Bott's every flavor beans that are like grass and dirt and earwax and vomit. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was still in college, and we had a class where we'd watch movies every week. It was great. College was just well worth the money. So we was watching movies, and I got a box of those every flavored beans, and it was me and like a group of there's like 6 of us, but we kept passing them around and just blindly eating one and to figure out what the heck we were eating. And I got sardine twice, and I almost yacked.
Dude.
I almost yacked. The only thing worse than sardine was vomit. Because they captured that taste somehow, but I don't know how they did it, but they did. And the one that didn't taste too bad, grass. I would have eaten grass by itself. But real quick, do we like jelly beans?
Love jelly beans.
Not I.
No. So what's your favorite jelly bean?
My favorite jelly bean, if we're eating, I like strawberry jelly beans if we're eating regular jelly beans. But if it's the
Jelly
Bellies.
Bellies?
I really like the popcorn ones. I don't know why, but I just like the popcorn ones.
I used to like them, but it's juicy pear. Juicy pear every day. Like
Wow.
I used
Okay.
to there was a place in Arundel Mills Mall that you could just buy bulk candy, and I would go in there and just buy like a pound of juicy pear jelly beans and just be
Really?
like fat kid heaven. Like oh.
Yeah, those are the ones I think I did not like.
Oh. Well, we could split a bag. You can have all the popcorn. I
There
can
you
have
go.
all the see, look, we're gonna make some jelly beans out of a mixed bag or something.
This is what you call friendship.
That's right. Because we're
Um,
we're 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 gonna be talking about some wet ass jelly beans. Wash. Wash.
Derek Schaefer says the soap jelly bean isn't bad. I don't know. I've never had one of those. Magic Man 2019 said, I saw this candy the other day called Camel Balls. Camel Balls? I gotta look that up. What are Camel Balls? Camel Ball candies.
Camel balls. I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Let's see what they are. Camel Balls candy? Let's see if anything comes up.
Are you candy?
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 Let's see what comes up. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my
Are they
god.
balls?
They are, dude, they are straight up. The artwork on it, it's straight up like balls with cherry in it. You have to see this. Can you look it up? I don't know. They're bubble gum, it looks like.
Extra sour liquid filled.
Oh, come on. Why are they doing this? What is that?
Come
Why?
on. That's not real. That's dumb.
It's $40 for a package on Amazon.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's you can do it. You can buy it at It's Sugar. That's where I bought the Sour Patch Kids things, wasn't it?
That is really bizarre. Zombie Skittles? I've never heard of zombie Skittles before.
Oh, did you see what they're coming out with? This like mix and match bag of M&Ms. I follow this guy on Twitter. His name is Collecting Candy, I believe is his name.
Okay.
His name is Jason. He's another Jason.
Ooh.
But he always gets like this advanced. I almost said advanced copies, but he'll just get advanced shipments of a lot of this candy that's coming out, and they're making like an M&Ms where they're mixing up different. So like you can buy peanut M&Ms and you'll get some peanut butter, and some like dark chocolate peanut M&Ms all in the same bag. So it's like it's mixed up, which is great because sometimes I like dark chocolate, sometimes I like peanut butter, and sometimes I like regular. And now you can get one bag with all of them in there.
That's awesome. I kind of dig that. It's nice to have something a little different.
It was something available in apparently the UK, but now it's coming here. So la-di-da.
Zombie Skittles. Most taste delicious, but some taste like a rotten zombie. Dare to try. That is really... Well, why would anybody come up... What are they coming up with for the taste of a rotten zombie?
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we make our candy that everyone likes, but we'll put some of them in there that taste like shit? Why don't we do that? And then it's like a surprise, and they'll like our other stuff more, and they'll never buy this, and we'll never make it again. What do you think,
my
God!
A Skittles representative claimed the flavor changes according to one's palate. It's hard to nail down, but for me, the zombie flavor tastes like rotten egg drenched in garlic juice. It's truly awful, just as repulsive as the brand claims. That sounds horrible.
I'll eat it.
Why would anybody... I mean, I guess it's just for the fun of it, but why would anybody want to buy something where it's like... Because they have them in fun size, so I'm assuming that you give them out to kids. So why would you want fun size of something that is like... I don't know. Like, there's a possibility you're going to eat something completely gross. Like, why want that?
That doesn't sound fun to me.
No, it doesn't. And it's not. It's the fun size, and there's no fun. How dare they?
Well, at least it's not a giant bag like I bought of turkey dinner candy corn.
Okay, so I do have a question about them.
Okay.
Each one of them tastes like something different?
Yes. So it almost reminds you, it's not like Violet Beauregard where she's just like, oh, I could taste the mashed potatoes. Oh, and it's a slice of pie. It's a slice of blueberry pie with ice cream. You're turning violet, Violet. But yeah, the other thing, also the green bean ones are green. And like it's a green food. And it's like, And it kind of tastes like green beans. But that carrot, the carrot's just stuck with me. I let my wife try them, and she, she said she's not going to file for divorce, but it'll be fine.
Are any of them good? Or you're going to tell us in the video? Never mind.
But yeah, I mean, it's not. They're not. None of them are great. They're as good as candy corn could possibly be. If you don't like candy corn, you certainly are not going to like this. But life's short. Eat things that maybe will taste bad. That's my whole thing. You don't get anywhere by not eating something. So just give it a shot. The first person who ate a truffle. Think about that. The first person who was just like, you know what? I'm going to eat this I don't even know what it's called. We should call it a banana. I'm going to eat it now that I've named it. I'm going to eat it. We have to throw it out to these people. We are the first people to eat turkey dinner candy corn. Is it as important as the banana? I don't know. But
No.
maybe if that person didn't eat the banana, you never know. This may never have happened.
We're the test subjects.
Yeah.
Of a disgusting candy.
Just like the Jones Soda Thanksgiving soda.
Chris Barco says I would have so much fun giving that to every single person I work with. Comic Bound Weekly says Walgreens hates kids. That's the only place I've seen those.
They do. They do. But if you can find, I had to travel to get them. I sought these out. It's not like, oh, I accidentally stumbled upon these. It was like someone posted on Facebook, which is like, these came out and I regret my choices for eating these. These are terrible. And I said, wow, where can I get these? He's like, no, they're really bad. I'm like, yeah, so where can I get them? I want to eat them now. But that's just kind of how it is.
I can't wait to try them. I'm going to have to try them at some point.
And one other thing, I watched a movie. I watched the 2014 film Cooties.
Oh,
Not to be confused with the controversial Cuties, but Cooties, the zombie movie. Did you see this one?
No, and I want to see it because it's a zombie movie. You know my love for zombie films.
It is horrendously disgusting. It's pretty gross at times, but I loved it. I thought it was wonderful. But I could see why it only made $500,000 in the movies.
It wasn't that great, huh?
But it didn't really get released anywhere, and it kind of got shuttered away. I don't know what was happening in 2014 to have that happen, because it looked funny, and it had Elijah Wood and Allison Pill and Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson's in it. You know who that is, right, Heather?
Yeah, it's my friend.
Dwight Schrute.
Except,
yeah, assistant to the regional manager.
Yes, but we actually sort of became not as close recently because I found out that he is really obsessed with beets, and it's weird.
He's got a beet farm.
Yeah, I don't like beets at all.
I don't either. Someone was eating beet chips near me, and I was like,
ugh.
Yeah, I tried really hard to like beets too.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you eat too much, you may get confused when you go to the restroom.
That's what I've heard.
That's gross.
The beet will go through your pee, and you think you're pissing blood, but you're not. You're dropping beets.
Dropping beets.
And when you go to the bathroom, you're gonna be dropping beets too. So you're gonna think just like, am I bleeding internally out of every orifice? No, I just ate too many beets. So there you go. That's when I realized I had a salad that had beets in it.
Dropping beets.
Beets are gross.
But yeah, so if you get a chance, get Cooties, the movie Cooties. the zombie movie, not the one on Netflix. Go get it. I think I got it. It was one of those I bought for I was like half asleep and I saw it was like $7 and I'm like, I'll buy it. And I bought it.
I'm gonna have to go and check that out because I want to see it. My cat is currently trying to attack a door. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get in there. Heather, are you going to go take care of this?
Are you sure it's a door? Perhaps it's slightly open, and he's attacking it because the door is ajar.
He wants to get in there. No
one got the joke, but that's fine.
The door is ajar?
Yeah. When is a door not a door? When a door is ajar.
All right. Well, listen, it's been an hour. I can't believe time flew by.
Has.
We talked about a lot of different things tonight. What did we talk about, by the way? What did we cover? We covered the...
we covered a lot of things. We covered toxic gatekeeping. We covered gosh. We covered that. We covered beer video. We covered beer. We covered pumpkins. We covered food. What else? Oh, Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek.
We talked about Schitt's Creek.
Sorry, Heather's knocking all my hot toys over at the moment.
It was my bum.
Yeah, of course it was.
It was.
Always blaming the buttocks.
It was. It
Always
really
blaming
was.
the things I love. All right, hold on.
But yeah, we talked about all kinds of things.
Buzzman wants to know, do you have to say grace before eating the turkey dinner candy corn?
I didn't. Maybe that's why they didn't taste as great as I wanted them to.
Oh.
I got punished by the Lord or something. I got punished by grace.
Magic Man said, Jason, you make a good point. If you think about it, one day someone looked at a cow and thought, I'm going to drink from that udder.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably got some milks in there.
Yeah.
I can give that to a baseball player someday, and he'll have an ad campaign where we put udder juice on their lips.
Whatever happened to that? Is that like gone?
Got milk? Yeah, I guess it is. Now it's got almond milk.
Oh, yeah.
Got almond juice.
No, actually, oat milk is a big thing right now.
Oat milk. That's great.
Yeah,
Why don't they
it's
just
weird.
make what is it? They just got rid of the G in goat.
Maybe.
The old oat milk.
No more goats. But yeah, so this was fun. This was
Going
fun.
Ghost says, Chris, Heather, Jason, check out Chained to Busan on Netflix. It's a pretty cool zombie movie. I'll be interested to see what you think. That is a movie from South Korea, I believe.
Yes,
and I've heard
it is.
nothing but good things about that.
And it's on Netflix now, so that's good.
Yeah. So Going Ghost, I'll take your advice and I will go watch it. And Din Djarin says Shaun of the Dead. He's talking about Shaun of the Dead, another classic zombie film. I love Shaun of the Dead. And
Yes.
fun fact, the guys from Shaun of the Dead show up in the film Land of the Dead, which was one of, I think it might have been the third to the last Romero zombie film. And it's one of my favorites. So they were in there as zombies, actually. All right, guys. Well, Jason, do you want to tell us where we can find you?
You can find me at Swabobafett on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and I play around there. Plus, I do videos for that little company called $7 a pop, and you can
Whoa.
find me there. You can interact with me on the internet, and I will reply to you.
Well. Listen to that. What a special guy he is. You can find us over on Instagram at Gastlecast, and also check us out on YouTube. Just search Gastlecast, and then you can also find our awesome group on Facebook called Gastlecast We Hunt Together, which is a great group for great people hunting together. Additionally, there's another podcast that you might want to know about. It's a podcast about the television show The Office, and it's Heather's first time, her first watch through of The Office. She breaks down each and every episode bit by bit, and it's fantastic, and I'm on it with her, and she's much better than I am on there, but she does a great job of editing the content. Therefore,
Editing
you don't have
him out?
That's right. That was the joke, where she gets to cut a lot of me out of it, so she sounds way better than me. But that's a given. So go and check out Heather's podcast called The Office Orientation.
Hey,
it can be found where all podcasts can be found. Anchor.fm. It's on Apple Podcast. It's on Google Play. Am I right?
Yep.
Spotify and Stitcher and oh my God, all those other places.
All of them.
All of them.
Google it.
Google that. So, guys, we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Up here, up. Okay.
You sounded like a monkey.
There we go. Delete that. Oh, last week people were like, "Oh, you realize you're still on camera, right?" So when we stop it, we're just stopping where we are recording. So we are still here with you, just so you guys are aware. This is episode, I want to say 30.
What if we just like started getting naked? Like we thought there wasn't a camera in front of us.
We're nude.
Yeah, like it was like bedtime and we were just like stripping down to get in our pajamas.
What about a little head?
Jason pulls out his Hulk head.
That's sort of a big head.
It is. It's my favorite.
That's very thick.
Yeah, look.
With two C's.
Yes.
guys, thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us. Doing the lives on Sundays are so much fun. I do want to give you guys a piece of information for those who have stayed long enough. We are erecting. You like the word usage? Come on, huh?
What are we erecting?
We are erecting a website where you can buy Ghastly things, and I do not have it stood up fully yet. I'm still in the process of working it, but we're going to have Ghastly pins and things showing up on that website to include the figures when we finally get them. When we have more information about Ghastly, of course, we'll let you know. But we're going to have a place where we can put our pins up for at least now. It's going to be on Big Cartel, and I'm sure a lot of people know what that is. It's kind of a cheapy website to put up, merchandise and stuff like that. It auto does the taxes, which I really wanted to have, so that's good too. So guys, keep a lookout for that. I'll post it in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group and also on Instagram when that is finalized.
Oh boy.
Going Ghost says, this is a great end of my weekend. Every week, thank you guys for doing. Of course, Going Ghost, thank you.
Thanks for being
we love being here with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us, and look out for new videos from the Gastlecast. And Jason has new videos coming your way from $7 a pop, very, very soon. Is that correct?
That is correct. You're gonna enjoy the month of October. Let's just put it that way.
You're gonna have so many cool things coming your way, and also go watch Jason's his Jason Sips, right?
Swoboda Sips.
Swoboda Sips. Go and check that out on YouTube.
What, you think that Jason Sips is like catchy at all?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Jason Sips sounds like my mob alter ego. Hey, it's Jason Sips. Hey, how you doing? Hey. Why do they call you Jason Sips? I don't know, man. They just do. I'm gonna go.
I love your alter ego. All right, guys, we'll catch you. Remember, as always, we hunt together. Yes, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.